Is Joan Pereira?
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm most heartened by the wide range of action plans to support women's development in the White Paper, and even more heartened that the various initiatives to develop and support women by our different ministries and agencies will be augmented by the whole-of-society approach proposed in the paper. I would like to speak on improving the assistance for our caregivers, many of whom are women, and particularly for those looking after the elderly. This will probably be the largest group to be cared for, given our rapidly aging population. Caregivers are emotionally connected to their charges, such that even if respite care of 2 to 3 hours is offered, they may not take it up because they do not have ease of mind when another person helps to take over. This situation is even most common when the elderly has complex medical conditions or is attached to familiar faces. Therefore, I welcome the proposals to enhance respite care options for caregivers of seniors and to offer them more help. What I would like to see is how we can further tighten the assistance framework so as to help lessen the stress on caregivers and on social workers. Presently, the AIC, Agency for Integrated Care, refers caregivers to the appropriate help resources, but the help would be once, twice, or even thrice off until their issues are resolved and the case is considered closed. However, for many caregivers, the issues never really go away. Their need for help arises at the most unexpected of times when emergencies arise. Therefore, it is very important that caregivers have a constant, familiar contact to call so that suitable and expedient help can be offered. Sometimes, this may mean just listening and giving some advice on how to handle difficult situations, and does not necessarily always mean a need for a physical meeting. Knowing that there is someone who will be there for them in times of need will take a huge stress off their minds. I would like to suggest having a team of persons who can journey with the caregivers. The reason for a team is to minimize disruptions in case the case manager has to go on leave, be changed to a different department, and so on and so forth. Having a team befriend them and be a point of contact for them so that they know they can turn to that POC for help rather than different persons talking to them will be extremely useful. Could AIC consider looking into this or even to empower partner social service agencies to build up such capabilities as well? As part of the white paper is to call for a midterm review, may I ask, what do we hope to see at the midterm review in terms of targets being set? I would like to propose that a survey be conducted to check in on caregivers to find out if the team concept for respite support is working for them and is able to effectively help them in their caregiving journey. While there is consideration of a community peer support network, the key to making this model work is to recruit volunteers who have the bandwidth to undertake such tasks, as well as to provide training to equip them with the expertise to take care of seniors. I have also received feedback from caregivers about stand-in caregivers to stay temporarily at the seniors' homes who might help relieve some stress. Very often, this arrangement is not very suitable because the size and condition of some flats may just not allow it. What may help would be having an institutional setup with care centers where seniors can check in for a few days and the caregivers will be able to take a break from caregiving duties. Currently, there are limited provisions for such arrangements and advance reservations need to be made. The costs vary, but some households may have problems affording them. If the ministry can increase the number of places at subsidized rates, it would be very helpful. Sir, in Mandarin. 目前，互联中心将看护者转接到适当的援助资源，但所提供的帮助是短暂的。然而， 对于许多看护者，这些问题不会真正消失。因此，重要的是，看护者必须有一个持续和熟悉的方式，得到适当和方便的帮助，尤其在紧急情况，这会减轻他们的压力。我想建议，让一个团队成为看护者的联络点，由同一个团队负责，比起一位案例经理为联络人更有效。护联中心是否可以考虑这建议，甚至授权合作的社会服务组织这么安排？建立一个带有护理中心的机构可能会有帮助。老年人可以在那里住几天，而看护者能够休息一下。目前，此类安排有限，需要提前预定，费用不一样，但有些家庭可能难以负担。如果当局能够补贴并增加床位，那将是有帮助的。Finally, I would like to request for a waiver of the ElderShield Payouts annual disability reassessment for those whose conditions are permanent to relieve the stress on caregivers. Indeed, the whole of society can do our part to better support our caregivers. Sir, I support the paper. Thank you.